Johnson runs it back. Kickoff returns 25 yards.
Tight right, tight right. Three down. Mike four. Go.
Number 53 makes the grab. Call it a gain of 3 yards. That makes it 2nd and 6.
Tight end left. Three down. Mike four.
Stern brings him down at the 31-yard line. 3rd down.
Larry. Mike four. All day.
On the tackle. Call it a gain of 2 yards. That'll bring up 4th and 1.
Roger. My gate. Come to my world. We won't do. Come to my world.
Lewis makes the reception. That's good for a gain of 3 yards. That'll make it 2nd and 7.
I'm coming after you. Mike 8. Red. Here we go. Green 15.
Number 1, the intended receiver on the play. That makes it 2nd and 10.
Mike 8.
Call it a gain of 7 yards. That makes it 3rd and 3.
Nice, sweetheart. Mike 8. Go, 4.
With the run. Call it a loss of 6 yards. 4th down. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line.
Tight right. 3 down. Mike 4. Let's go. Green dot.
Call it a gain of 10 yards. That'll make it 2nd and inches.
Check. Tight right. Solo out there. Check the outs out there. 3 down. Let's go.
Number 12 on the tackle. Call it a gain of 6 yards. That makes it 1st and 10.
Reset. Tight right. Mike 4. I'm coming after you.
Call it a gain of 9 yards. That makes it 2nd and 2.
Let's go. Mike 4. Here we go.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, I apparently am very, very late, as this is a very important game here between the Portland State Vikings and the Washington State Cougars, and it seems Portland State is already driving as Dara Storm gets a 6-yard rush there, up to 22 yards already in this game. Be 2nd and 4 from about the 31-yard line. And as he drops back, finds the short little route to Max here for a 6-yard reception and another first down. Just a little bit past the 25-yard line. As he hits off the receiver's elbow there. Looks for the little halfback screener out there almost. Line up in the single back formation. QB drops Dixon drops back again, and that time he's going to be sacked for 8 yards. Dog business gets into the backfield with ease almost. That's a name you're going to want to watch out there for, ladies and gentlemen, throughout this game. As it's now 3rd and 18 from the 33-yard line. Long way to go here for the Vikes. Another single back formation as Dixon drops back and finds Cyrus Rice. 33-yard touchdown. And on the board early is Portland State. As Cyrus Rice just runs right down the middle of the field, burns his defender, and the safety is not there to continue to cover him. As that was a 9-play, 69-yard drive over 5 minutes. And with 4:46 left in this first quarter, it is Portland State Vikings 7, Washington State Cougars 0. Washington State will receive this kick at about the 2-yard line. And solid return there for King Clay, about 5 yards. Set up here at 7 with pretty good field position to start. As they'll have 2 backs in the backfield. Hands it off to Nick Edwards Jr., the halfback, for 5 yards. 2nd and 5 from the 32.
Yeah, big run for Washington State so far. 5 yards on that play.
QB drops back. That's open, but absolutely hammered is Nick Edwards Jr. there. Big hit there, but that does not stop him from having 9 yards on the plays. Eric Longarmer finds the connection. Trips on one side for Washington. And Nick Edwards Jr. once again for 8 yards.
Yeah, he just threw a man there.
Early number call for the halfback as he trips yet again for the Cougs. As Eric Longarmer is going to shake one tackle, shake another, but it's not going to shake the third as he's sacked by Alan Alleman for, is that 7 yards, 8 yards there? That's 3rd and 9.
Yeah, they just loaded the backfield there, and there was just nowhere to go, so all he could do is just go down.
Tight end in motion, it appears. And Longarmer this time is going to have time to throw, but not going to be able to get rid of it is Eric Longarmer, as that's Alva Brewer that time getting into the backfield. And Washington State is going to have to kick this one away, as it's now 4th and 13.
Yeah. He just got through the lineman and the blocker to get to the quarterback and make the sack.
And that's a nice punt there inside the 20 for the punter there, but Sting the Icon's going to get 14 of it back. And the Vikings will set up at about the 34-yard line. 33, excuse me. As Dixon drops back for the screen, and Dara Storm's going to push his way through for 14. And a Vikings first down.
Yeah, that was a pretty good screenplay on first down. Getting them 14 yards there, and now it's 1st and 10.
Dixon's going to drop back once again. Fires it. That's caught Buster Owens, 34-yard reception. Great release move there and great catch. High pointed it over the safety. And the Vikings are once again in a threatening position.
Dixon basically trusted his guy. He said, my guy is better than your guy, and he just made the play.
A scary throw there for Dixon, but finds him and gets 6 yards on the slant route to Max Error. Second and 4.
Yeah. That's a hospital pass right there.
Don't gotta tell me twice. That was must have something against Max there. As single back once again. And not going to keep the feet in his receiver there. Big break for Washington State. That man was wide open. Was just a little bit late on the pass, though. As Dixon will drop back for pass yet again, it finds Elite Elliott, and will get the first down to make it 1st and goal.
Yeah.
Trips left for the Vikings, and they'll hand it off. And breaks one tackle there as Dara Storm will not get much more than a yard. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Yeah, they just swarmed him after he made that catch. Couldn't get much after the catch, as it's going to be 2nd and goal from around the 6.
The read option for Dixon, and he's going to get in. Touchdown Vikings. And great play there for the Vikes. Red option,
smart
read option for sure.
Made the smart play and decided to keep it, and he just scored.
And to make it 14-0 with 1:27 left in the first quarter, it's Portland State extending that lead. And me being a Wyoming State player, I'm a little frustrated. If you guys
Did you just say Wyoming State?
Yeah. If you guys are unaware, a lot is riding on this game, making it a very good game of the week. If Portland State proves triumph like they are, yet again, they will clinch home field advantage in the conference championship game against North Dakota State. If they lose, Wyoming will not. If Portland State loses, Wyoming will get a chance to play North Dakota State in the conference championship game. But as it's looking right now, Portland State is up by a wide margin, but still a lot of football left to be played. As Washington State's at about the 44-yard line. Great catch there by Nick Edwards Jr., the 17-yard reception. And the halfback's having himself a game so far.
Yeah, he just beat the press off there, got open, made the catch, and just got the first down.
As they are now into Portland State territory. Four receivers, single back, and he'll be put into motion to make it 5 wide. The check down to Nick Edwards Jr. for 7, and it'll be 2nd and 3.
Looks like they are shutting down these receivers. The halfback has been quite open a bit, as they're going to stuff him in the backfield there.
As it's now 3rd and 7 from the 37-yard line. And Washington State needs 7.
Oh, he's going deep.
Wide open is,
I believe that's Spooky Willows.
Great outside release move for the receiver. And the DB just had no chance to recover. And they are now 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line.
I might do it for the first quarter, actually.
Yep, it sure will. At the end of the first quarter, folks, it's number 3 ranked Portland State up over number 4 Washington State by a score of 14-0. So we'll flip the field and pick up right where we left off.
As you see here, they are even in first downs.
As Ty Walker the second's gonna get a 5-yard reception. Make it 2nd and 5. As Long Armor drops back, finds his favorite target, that's Nick Edwards Jr. for the near first down grab, but it'll be 3rd and inches. He trips left, and that's easy. Easy for Nick Edwards Jr. Complete open space to run into the end zone. As Washington State just picks up 7 more, or I should say 7 to cut the lead to 7. And with 8 minutes and 20 seconds left in the second quarter, the Vikings still lead the Cougars 14-7. As Sting the Icon's going to get 22 yards off that return, but a little bit more of a shallow kick, as that'll put him at the 26-yard line. As one back in the backfield, that's a quick bubble route.
He just threw a man.
That's Mac's error. And yeah, Mac just completely shoved him down. Hit the weight room, son. Holy. As Mac's error. Only going to get 3 yards, but a great move there for the receiver. As they'll line up an eye with two backs in the backfield. Star Storm's going to break free for 3. It's going to be 3rd and 4. From the 32-yard line, a manageable 3rd down. As they'll line up trips left. As Elliott's not going to get in for the first down. And Washington State just got what the doctor ordered. A defensive stop. And now they need to score.
Yeah, they have a chance to tie this game, as this return is going to go for 12 yards.
That is King Flint. And at the 37-yard line, they'll line up in doubles on both sides. One back in the backfield. He'll go out for an out route. Finds a man downfield. That's Spooky Willis once again. First down and then some. And 2 big catches already for the wideout.
Yeah. He's just beating out them on the release, and he's just getting open for the first down.
As Nick Edwards Jr. is going to get 6 yards on that rush. And inside the 30 now is the Washington State Cougars. And Long Armor is going to drop back and just throw that one away. Good defense there by the secondary. And a manageable 3rd down once again for Washington State, but they need to convert here. To put Nick Edwards in motion. Had him open, but open is the tight end. And he's going to get in. Touchdown, Washington State. That's Tito Gonzalez. As there you go, folks. Pending the PAT, it is a tie ball game.
Look at the big boy run. That
Breaks,
was a fantastic
breaks the initial tackle, and just there was green grass to run. As the PAT is up and good, and with 6:37 left in the second quarter. It's all tied up, folks. 14-14. As good blocking here for Portland State. Sting the Icon just gets tripped up, but if he doesn't get tripped up there, I think he goes all the way. But big break there for Washington State, but great field position. As Dara Storm is hit hard in the backfield by Dick Brickley. And he'll lose 4 yards on that massive, massive hit. 2nd and 14, halfback in motion, and they'll fire it to him. As Dara Storm's going to get 9 yards back, 3rd and 5.
Yeah. Pretty good throw by Dixon there to his wide open halfback. Let's see if they can get this 3rd down.
And he's in. Elite Elliott. This time he'll get in as he gets 7 yards on the reception. And the efficiency so far from both of these quarterbacks has been exceptional. And Dara Storm is going to yet again be wrapped up behind the line. Jamison Beasley this time getting in on the action. And it'll be 2nd and 11 at the 48-yard line. Two backs in the backfield. Play action as Dixon. It's dropped. I thought that was complete, but never mind. So now it's 3rd and 11, and this is far from manageable. He's not going to get in. 4th and 1. Big stop there. Great reception for Cyrus Rice, I will say. But Washington State gets another stop and another chance. As that ball is just going to go flying out of the back of the end. And they'll start on the with 1st and 10. They'll go four wide, one in the backfield. As they'll play action at Nick Edwards Jr. And that one is dropped.
Big hit right there.
Dare I say hospital pass. As it'll be 2nd and 10. 5 wide for the Cougars. And a little hitch route for King Flint gets him 6 yards and 3rd and 4. One in the backfield as Dixon's going to drop back in 4th and inches. Let's see if they make the ballsy decision to go for it. They will not. As I think I would have gone for that. But it is CPU. So Washington State will kick this one away inside the 30. As Sting is going to just throw a few defenders off of him. But will be wrapped up. And it'll be 1st and 10 from just short of the 40. 2 in the backfield for Portland State, and they'll find the stick route. Buster Owens gets a 9. And it'll be 2nd and 1.
Yeah, I like how both of these quarterbacks have been non-risky, as they have kept their completion percentage very high and pretty much no turnovers in this game.
Not really, few punts, but might as well chalk that as a no reception, as Elite Elliott's going to get 0. The option works like a charm. I thought Dixon was just going to take off running, but the option pops up. And 1st and 10, new set of downs inside the 40. As Dara Storm's not going to get wrapped up in the backfield. Instead, will get 2 positive yards. And it'll be 2nd and 8. trips left for Portland State as they'll find the out route, but will get no more than 3 yards as Cyrus Rice falls out of bounds. And
Big,
big
big
third
third
down.
down for Portland State.
And it's dropped. The ball is dropped. Good defense by Washington State. And they will line up for a sizable field goal.
I think that's around 50 yards.
Kick is up and it is missed.
Wide. I think that was wide right.
Yep, wide right. Just wide right. But close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades as Washington State will take over as they will just launch this one out of bounds. Eric Longarmer for only his 4th incompletion. I believe each QB only has 4 incompletions on the day.
Yeah, both quarterbacks been kind of perfect. Not complete perfect, but great.
As final boss will make that tackle. Will not be chalked as a TFL, but will also say no yards gained on the play. It's going to be 3rd and 10. As Tristan's going to launch this one downfield. Let me guess. Spooky Willows. As he makes...
I think you're gonna have to stop. I think
Go
you're
ahead.
gonna have to stop pressing them.
Probably. Might want to start playing about 5 yards off the ball on him. As they'll set up shop once again. As Nick Edwards Jr. is going to get 6 yards on the reception. Trips is what Washington State will line up in. And read options. Eric Longarmer will only give him 1 yard.
Pretty good tackle right there by, I believe, number 5 on that play.
Probably the edge rusher or the middle linebacker, if I had to assume. As Nick Edwards Jr. is going to break that tackle, but will not break the second, and it'll be 4th and 1. And this will be a much more manageable field goal for the Cougars. So they will just waste clock within the smart move. About a minute and 5 when this kick is up. Kick is up and it is good. As with a minute and 5 left in the second quarter, Washington State has climbed back from a 14-0 lead to take the lead, make it 17-14. Sting the Icon
I
with
bet
55 yards.
I believe Wyoming fans are standing on their feet right now as it's a 17-14 game for Wazoo.
I guarantee you, if I look in the Wyoming locker room right now, they're probably like crying tears of joy. Nope, actually, I don't even think anybody's watching it. That's sad.
And that's intercepted.
That is picked off. First turnover in comes at a really bad time. Archer Ike, the DB there, makes the easy interception. And watch out. Rut row. Single back formation for Washington State as they'll get a first down and a little bit more as it's a 12-yard gain for King Flint. It'll be 50 seconds left. Time to work with for Washington State. as nearly picked off. River Rockefeller gets the deflection on that one. Great play, great hustle play.
Red 2, green 9. Watch the motion.
Man goes in motion, and he's
And
pancaked. But Nick Edwards Jr. is also pancaked to the ground, and it's 3rd and 14.
Like scared 2.
Longerman drops back and be just short. 12-yard gain. Washington State is stopped short yet again in the red zone, but they will settle for 3.
probably take the
And
rest of the time with it.
yep. And this will take us into halftime with Washington State possibly having a 6-point lead, excuse me.
Who gets ball in the second half, by the way?
I think Portland. I was not here for the start. Kick is up, and it is good. And at halftime, it was all Washington State in the second quarter as they put up 20 unanswered. And the score is 20-14. As going to halftime, how do you feel about this game thus far?
Until that really bad interception at halftime, it was really clean, and I like the fact that it was kind of clean. In fact, both teams are pretty good, getting 20 and 14 points. It's just going to come down to who can score the most points in the second half.
And I have to say, my player of the half has to be Spooky Willows, a playmaker thus far for Washington State. Every single time he's made a big gain, the Cougars have scored. And I mean, when you can get that out of a wideout against one of the top secondaries in the league, you have to give props to him. As I know, Washington State will receive the kick to start, as that's a shallow kick at about the 7-yard line.
Oh, there he
And
goes.
plenty of room to run for the return man. And they'll set up shop at the 42-yard line. Portland State, you do not want to give that up, but it happened. And I don't even know why he tried to catch that. I would have let that go out of bounds.
Well, let's see if that was behind. I don't think that was behind Longmore, so I don't know why he went back for the football.
Yeah, especially when you lose 13. Or not 13-3. Make it second 13. As QB draw. The Jalen Milrose special. You know what I mean? This is 3rd and 9 now. Cougars. And Tito Gonzalez is going to be shopped 1 yard short. The thing seems to be a theme.
Pretty good hustle play by that Portland State defender there. It should have been a first down, but instead it's a 4th and 1.
And that one is going to go rolling out to the end zone as Portland State will set up at the 20 with 1st and 10. And I almost want to say this is a must score for Portland State if they just want to keep this game close. And that one is going to be nowhere near a receiver.
Yeah, as it's going to be a 2nd and 10.
Drops back. It's a little swing route for Dara Storm. And it'll be 3rd and 6. As we'll need 6 yards to keep this drive alive. Dixon drops back, finds the screen route. He's going to have green grass
Perfect.
around that Star Storm. Yeah, he's going to get 20 yards on the reception there. First and 10.
Yeah, there was just nobody on the running back there. They all went after Tristan Dixon, and there was just nothing but green grass for Dar Storm. And Portland State keeps the drive alive.
I have to say, props to the Portland State receivers for running all of the DBs off the ball to give Dart Storm that much room to run. It's those little things that matter, as Shaw means business is going to get the tackle there to give a no gain for the Vikes. We second and 10, 2 in the backfield as the out route's open.
Ooh,
He just throws a defender off of him. Is that Cyrus Rice? He's going to get 24
yep.
yards.
One broken tackle could be the difference between a 5-yard gain and like a 20-yard gain. Pretty good play by Cyrus Rice to throw that man off of him.
Portland State is one of those teams, just like North Dakota, that just have really good blocking wide receivers. When you can get 3 or 4 receivers out there that can just block really well, lot gets opened up in your offense. Because that's the tight end, Elite Elliott's going to get 5 yards on the reception. Second and 5. Two in the backfield for the Vikes as Dara Storm is going to be met in the backfield. Look at that. Shaw means business. I told you at the beginning of the game. Watch his name as he gets off the block really well and makes the tackle for loss. As it's caught.
Great
Stinky
catch.
Icon. There's a great corner out there by the big wideout. As Portland State is set up in the red zone.
Don't know what he did that for, but it's gonna be a gain of 2.
Using some clock, it appears, as Dar Storm is going to be just short of the first down.
Big third down for both of these teams.
They'll load the offensive line as good pursuit there, but to no avail as it's first and goal. Dick Brinkley there on the tackle. As Dixon will drop back and try and pass it, and he'll just throw it out the back of the end zone. Good defense there by Washington State.
Yeah, there was just no room there to throw the football, so he just decided to throw it away.
And touchdown, Elite Elliott, the tight end. And he'll tie the game up with 5:02 left in the third quarter, and has a chance to take the lead back with the PAT. Kick is up and through the uprights with ease as 5:02 left in the third quarter. Portland State Vikings have reclaimed the lead over the Washington State Cougars by a score of 21-20. Solid return there for Nick Edwards Jr. As you look at the game summary, very even game so far for both teams. But you can see why Portland State has the advantage of this game, leading them pretty much every single category. As Nick Edwards Jr. is going to get a 3-yard rush. As Nick Edwards Jr. gets his name called once again, and he'll get an 11-yard reception for the first down.
Yeah, what a way to get open on that route and just make that catch.
As Eric Longarmer tries to do the read option, but Alva Brewer is there just in the backfield as soon as he tries to go take off to run. Alva Brewer says no. 2nd and 14. They try to run the ball again. Nope. Nick Edwards Jr. is going to get tackled behind the line of scrimmage this time by Alan Alleman. It'll be 3rd and 18, and you got to throw on this one. And I hope that man Smokey Willows is open. One's pressed out. 2 are pressed out there. And nearly picked off.
I believe that's Dwayne Swanson that made that deflection.
Wouldn't have surprised me, as Portland State will load up all 11 guys on the line. But Sting the Icon's going to get 10 yards on the return. And Portland State, after getting the score to take the lead back, they're going to get the ball yet again at the 40-yard line.
It's like a screen.
The dreaded screen is going to get 0 yards. As Darius Storm tries to put his head down.
Yeah, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, as he's not going to get anything out of that one.
As Dixon is sacked for 3 yards. Dick Brickley gets on the board with a sack. It's his 2nd tackle for loss.
I don't know what was happening there. It looks like he was trying to throw and lineman got his way, so he got sacked.
I think he was trying to take off. Great secondary defense there for Cougars.
And there was just nowhere to go there.
Screen, no room to run. Darius Storm's going to lose 8 yards, and that's 4th and 21. 3 and out.
That means business. It's in the backfield.
That man right there. Punter will kick it away. Go punt it there inside the 30. But the return man is going to get quite a few yards back. That's King Flint, 16 yards on the return. And they'll set him up with good field position. And, I mean, in a game like this, you need every single score you can get. And every possession feels like a must score. As Long Armor will tumble over, but gain a few extra yards from it on the read option. Get 12 yards. Be 1st and 10 in enemy territory. Play action.
Ooh, that's dangerous. And that's big. Dwayne Swanson with that pick.
Great play. That's a hustle play there by the DB Dwayne Swanson. And if number 13 missed that tackle there, Swanson was going to go all the way. But instead they'll have to work for it, as Dixon will go under center. Play action. Lets it go. Finds a man. That's Elite Elliott for a 25-yard gain there on the slant route. Good patience there by Dixon to let the route develop.
And a great play by the offensive line for giving him that much time to make the throw.
Just a great play all around as Washington State will go with a zone defense. And North Storm's going to get 6. Make it 2nd and 4. 5 wide is Portland State. And that one is going to fall to the turf for an incompletion. Third and 4. As Dixon will drop back 5 swing route. And going to be flattened as Dara Storm. And the Vikings are going to have to settle for 3.
Big stop from this Wazoo defense, only forcing them to 3 points on this drive, as they're going to only be down by 4 here.
Kick is up and it's good. And 1:27 left in the third. It's Portland State 24, Wazoo 20. And if you're Wazoo, you have to feel good with your defense. It's a very clean game so far, but you need to. Yeah, you're exactly right, TC. 327 TD drive right here for Wazoo is what the doctor needs. This is a 3-yard gain there for King Flint. And it'll be 2nd and 7. Read option. Breaks 1 tackle, does not break the second. As Eric Longarm is going to get 3 yards, and it'll be 3rd and 4.
Big third down here, as Usher Ivy gets her 9th tackle.
Another read option. That one's going to go nowhere. Eric Longarm is actually going to go behind the line, and that's a TFL. And
Final boss gets in there. Go ahead.
As Wazoo is going to be forced to punt yet again. Fielded inside the 40 is Stang the Icon. He will take no more than 6 yards. As set up exactly on the 45-yard line. 1st and 10. Quick pass there to Max Error. It's almost like a smokescreen type play. And it'll be 2nd and 6. Another smokescreen play, but Buster Owens is going to lose 4 yards. Both of these defensive lines are great at getting off the ball and making the tackle when it's needed. As Portland State's going to need 10 yards to convert. And they'll just let the third quarter timer go down. You know what time it is, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to get the 4s up in the chat as we strap in for the last 9 minutes of this very important game as Portland State leads 24-20. We'll flip the field and right back into the action.
Both teams need this play, as Wazoo needs to stop them and almost intercepted there.
As Sean Means Business makes the huge deflection for the Cougars. And this time, they're going to need a big drive here as clock ticks down.
Oh, that might be a penalty there, as the dude ran into the punter. No, they're not going to call it.
But absolutely insane kick there inside the 20. Gotta give props as they'll get past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
As Wazoo has been stagnant in the second half, really
Really have
hasn't really scored
dangerous
anything.
throw. Dangerous throw. There by Long Armor, and it'll be 2nd and 10. As Nick Edwards Jr. is found in the middle of the field for a 9-yard reception. And I have to say, one of the reasons why Washington State has gone stagnant is Portland has just turned the defensive pressure up a notch, as the read option for Eric Longarm will give him
Barely gets
3 in the
there.
first. And no draw. I feel you, Ted. As another read option for Eric Longmer, this time is going to go 3 yards backwards. It'll be 2nd and 13.
Berserker gets in there and makes the tackle for loss. Pretty big play for him on that.
I feel like he's been quiet most of this game. As Longmer drops back, finds the short route to King Flint for 6 yards. It'll be 3rd and 7. When in doubt, find that man Spooky Willows. Longman drops back. 1st down for Ty
Walker.
8 yards.
It's been quite quiet for this game so far.
It can be quiet most of the game, but as long as you show up when it's needed. Longman drops back, has time to throw, throws it downfield. That's picked off.
I believe that's River Rockefeller with that pick.
Here you go, young man. Great play there by the DB. As the Vikings are going to try and use as much clock as they possibly can, while also looking to score, put this game away, but Washington State still has life in them, but have been stagnant as of late. There's a flag on the play. Face mask.
Oh, that's a
defense.
huge penalty.
That's John Smith. This will be an automatic 1st down.
You can't be taking those face mask penalties at this time of game,
especially when you puts the defense or the offense down to the 36-yard line, as it's a read option there for Tristan Dixon, and
still up
break
on
a few tackles.
Oh,
he's
he must go.
30-yard rush there for Tristan Dixon, and they're in business.
If they score a touchdown here, quite a task for Wazoo to come back in this one.
Which hurts my heart to say, but it is true. Dart Storm just met in the backfield once again, as there's 2nd and goal from in between the 10 and the 9-yard line. And
good
once
play
again, Dart Storm. Sean means business.
This is one of the biggest games or biggest plays of this game. 3rd and goal from around the 10-yard line. Washington State needs to.
As he'll stay in. Touchdown, Buster Owens.
That was a great catch by Buster Owens. Keeping that feed in to score the touchdown and put Portland State up 2 possessions.
It's not over yet, Ted. I've seen crazier things happen. But with 6 minutes left in this game, Portland State is up 31-20 over Washington State.
Let's see if this Portland State defense can keep it up and keep Wazoo out the end zone.
Nick Edwards Jr. is going to get 28 yards on the return. And he'll be set up at about the 26-yard line. 1st and 10. As they'll go empty here. As they'll try for the QB draw. Jalen Milrow type stuff right there. But Nathan Noble says no. And it'll be 2nd and 15.
Perfect time to call the linebacker blitz, as he just got in there and just made that tackle.
Sends a man in motion for the check down. Puts his head down as Nick Edwards Jr. He's going to get 6 yards. 3rd and 9. And they'll have 2 more downs to get 9 yards as they have to go for it at this point. As they'll go trips right, I believe. And finds a man over the middle. That's Ty Walker the second. 4th and 1. They'll have 1 more down. Try and get 1 yard. But more like a yard and a half.
This is a huge play in this game.
And it's caught.
Converted. King Flint.
Portland State played off the ball. Yeah, Portland State played off the ball there. Just ran a hitch route. As King Flint, 13 yards over the middle. 1st and 10.
Yeah, they're playing back for some reason. And Longamore is finding those little check downs as they're getting 1st downs here.
Why are they running read options? It's crazy. You need the clock to stay up. Time is not Washington State's friend, and they're running the ball like crazy. It's not over, but if Washington State keeps calling these stupid run plays, as finds a man wide open and gets out of bounds, that's King Flint. They're at the 25-yard line. 1st and 10.
Perfect route by King Flint, getting open, making that catch.
Perfect route indeed. As they'll be just short of the 25-yard line. Right time to wake back up, but they could have stayed awake. As that read option actually works like a charm.
And they're going to score.
He'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington State. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Looks like Portland State was not expecting the read option, and they just got into the end zone. And now they're going for 2 to make this a 3-point game.
I mean, at this point, you have to. They're going to try a QB draw. No, sir. I don't know why they keep calling that. As they'll be down 5 instead, and they'll need the touchdown. It's not a garbage time TD, Ted. I promise you. As one defensive stop, a fumble, an interception. I don't expect Portland State to throw the ball here, but as I just kind of ate my own words. Comes back up to make the reception as Dara Storm for 4.
Yeah, great reception for the play as they're going to get 4 yards.
A big stop is needed for Washington State as the clock continues to run. Time is not their friend. But we've seen crazier things. It was me and you when we called that game. Like Wake Forest and someone else, right? Crazy turn of events happened. But just like that, Quinnen Sakium gets on the board with a TFL. It makes it 3rd and 10.
Huge 3rd down for Wazoo. They need this stop.
They're
right
playing
here.
off the ball, no. As they're just gonna throw it.
Oh,
what a play by Buster Owens! as he laid out full Scorpion to make that catch and continue to put this game out of reach for Washington State.
I mean, they still got a chance if they make this stop, but they're gonna have to get down the field and score a touchdown
Quickly, as clock continues to run, you cannot score. If you're Portland State, you have to score here. Otherwise,
It's like,
I got a chance. QB run for Dixon. He's gonna break one
and
tackle,
there goes.
and he'll go down.
That makes it 1st and 10.
1st and 10 inside of the 25. Wazoo's gonna have to start using their timeouts at some point.
As soon as a 2-minute mark hits, as Portland State's just going to continue to run this clock as far down as they can.
Don't know why they're passing here, but they're gonna get the first down.
As the lead Elliott, there's a timeout. And a touchdown here would seal it. Star Storm runs the counter. And they need to get a first down to put this game out of reach.
You made a touchdown because there is no first downs now.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And
And there it is.
they're gonna get it.
Touchdown, Cyrus Rice.
I mean, Wazoo can still win this game. They can get a touchdown and an onside kick.
With one timeout left, it's a big reach. But crazier things I will say have happened. As that kick is up and good, and with 2:01 left in the fourth quarter, it saddens me to say this, but Portland State is up 38-26 over the Cougars. As a good return there by King Flint, and they'll have 1:58 to work with. They need to just throw the ball downfield, as they'll be just shy of 25. And nearly picked off by King Dixon. The only good news about this is that the clock stops. Longhorn drops back as Nick Edwards is going to get 6 yards as the clock runs.
And they're not
back to the line.
They're being quite slow with the ball, knowing that they need to score.
Conservative. As a slip screen is only going to get 2 yards. 4th and 1, and it's about a 4th and 2. I don't know why they say 4th and 1. It's definitely 2 yards. But they don't convert this game.
And they're not going to get it.
As that'll be the ball game. 1:19 is all Portland State has to run down. And they will clinch home field advantage for the conference championship game against North Dakota State next week. As they'll fake, as it's a flag. Clipping on the offense. Too late to call that. Sting the Icon's going to be tagged with 15-yard penalty. As they'll be backed up to the 45-yard line.
Storm's going to be a big jump on that one.
Instant ground run and 6 yards here. I mean,
Pretty much
over. This game is on ice. That's good play there by the Washington State defense. One thing the Washington State can take out of this game is that their defense gave them all that they had throughout the game, but just too little, too late. Stagnant offense in the second quarter or second half. Excuse me. They pretty much had the one quarter of good offense, and that was the second quarter. Dixon drops back, and that'll be the ball game. So they're just going to be able to knee this one out at the 18, as Tristan Dixon just had himself a game. 4 passing touchdowns. As that final score you see on the screen, folks, 38-26, is all she wrote.
Portland State's going to the conference championship and clinched home field advantage in the conference championship.
Unfortunately for my friends at Wyoming, we'll have a bye week next week, but maybe that's good. I don't know, but as far as this one goes, Portland, it was just kind of all Portland State this game, despite the score. As in the first, third, and fourth quarter, they just were dominant and showed why they are one of the best teams in this league. And Washington State showed flashes, those 20 unanswered points in the second quarter, their consistent defensive stops, they gave their offense a chance. But the offense just did nothing with it.
Yeah, as they're going to face UL in the first round, or actually the play-in. As this is Luca Garcia and Darius Slay saying good night.
Good night, everybody. Have a great weekend.